Now then everybody, I'm Dan and I have a coffee. Just thought I'd do a good old walk and talk vlog to show off the new Queen's Gardens, so to speak, because they've been working on this for a good few years and it's supposed to be opening up in about 2 years. Got the part of the Rose Bowl open, is where I was sat, but this is all going to be all brand new and everything. Oh, I didn't know about these. It's supposed to be obviously artwork of the inside of the Minister. That's pretty neat. Didn't know that. Ah, town behind walls. Hull was surrounded by defensive walls in the Middle Ages. This long edge of Queen's Gardens is when Hull's north wall stood. So down here, I've mentioned it actually before in a YouTube short, actually, showing where the lines of where the wall is represented. See, this used to be a working dock, which is why all these new lights look like cranes. I think they've extended the pond. They made the pond a bit bigger. Well, no more grinding that wall. That used to be a massive BMX skateboarding spot. The wall used to be literally here, unguided. Grind it, same on the other side. Actually, this used to be a massive skate spot, spark. There's a few spots in here. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to be. Kind of looks like Falcor. Obviously, I think it's meant to be a spaniel. There's a Falcor as a trail. I've never seen Neverending Story. I think 40 years of my life I've never seen Neverending Story. I feel I should rectify that. There's new steps that go down into the gardens. They've only really done this side of it so far. Basically, what drew them to actually start doing all this is the side walls were literally collapsing. And so this used to be a dock. It used to run from the River Hull over there. Pardon my coffee. The man pointing with the coffee, all the way through, down there, straight through Prince's Quay, onto Marina and out into the River Hull, Humber. Oh, I can't speak today. Yeah, basically all the walls were collapsing because this dock was filled in the 70s. It was just literally just whatever they could find to dump in. I think a lot of it was also left over from the World War II. So all that was just dumped into here. It was sinking a little bit. The walls were collapsing, especially on this side. It looks like it's going to be really nice when they've done it. Just a shame I'm not going to be able to see someone doing curved wall rides over in that corner anymore. Which is a shame because I saw some really pretty cool bloody tricks coming out of that curved wall ride. There's another one. Don't know why it zoomed out so far then. With what looks like, it's like these are actually still being carved. If you can make out what that is, I think it's meant to be part of a shift wheel. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But there is a pigeon having a wash. You have a good wash there, pigeon? Hey, pigeon. You having a good wash? Can my camera literally just... You having a good wash? Having fun? Am I freaking you out? Right, I freak everyone out, it's fine. Okay, goodbye. I'll leave you to your wash. I'll say this, the zoom on this is pretty slow on the DJI Mimo app. And using the gimbal, it can be a bit slow. Oh yeah, I mentioned in the stream about having the DJI Mic 2. That's it. I'm wearing a black t-shirt, you can barely see it. Even I forgot I was wearing it just then. Ah, it is a hot, sticky, humid day. We're just going for a walk and a talk. And if I can get this to stop, there we go. I haven't used this gimbal in a good long while, so I'm getting used to using it. So you are literally going to bear with me again. While I learn. Just like, oh, Is this the disability entrance? I think this is going to be the ramp down into the gardens, other than the main entrance, the main walkway right through the centre. I think this is the disabled ramp from down this side. There are more of these artworks, obviously showing Hull's maritime history. So you get a better view of what's on the other side of this. A park for the people. Queen's Dock gradually became less important to Hull's shipping by the 1900s. Larger ships were used by bigger docks out in the Humber. I wonder if that means Immingham. Maybe. It's a huge dock. Local politicians at Alfred Gelder had the idea of creating a park in the centre of Hull. Local authorities duly brought Queen's Dock in 1930. The dock took years to fill in. Most of it was filled from silt from Hull's other docks, along with building rubble and associated waste. Told, yeah, I knew that off the top of my head. In your face. I do know stuff. By 1935, Queen's Gardens was open to the... Oh, wasn't the 70s. I got it wrong. I was wrong about that. 1935, okay. It was redesigned in the 1950s, so somewhat close of work being done on this. Hull College is literally that building right there, with William Wilberforce on top of his pillar, which used to be on top of Monument Bridge, which is back over that way. I hope this mic is actually doing really well in the wind, because it's meant to. It's meant to be really well with the wind. I'm going to use the zebra crossing again across here. It's Sunday, but I never know. Oh, I'll show the Kev Warride section actually, before I forget. Yeah, just thought I'll show you some of Hull's old BMX spots. I've shown you underneath Mighton Bridge. It's all been done, dusted. Yeah, we're gonna go that way anyway, because I'm just going for a wander. I need to get out the house. I don't want to be sat just weighing my brain on what I've been diagnosed with. I'm letting it get the better of me. I just want to get out, get used to things. Also, I do sound like awfully out of breath. That is the former site of the Peace Gardens. I don't know if it's still going to be called that, but that's where that used to be. If you're wondering where the Peace Gardens were, it used to be literally there. It used to be a statue of a figure covered in, surrounded by metal iron bars going around it, and they kind of encasing it. But this is what I mean about the Kev Warride. It was like the straightening it out. It used to be a lot more curved than this. It used to curve all the way around, like that used to be the ramp in. Hopefully it's still going to be another ramp in from this angle. But yeah, it used to curve around, like right around here and around here. And obviously so many of my old BMX friends literally. But it also used to be a lot taller. It used to be about like here, if I remember rightly, nearly shoulder height. So getting up on that tight curve and the running from over there round into that. Oh, here's a good prime example of an actually well kept one of Hull's cream phone boxes. Don't think this one is in use anymore. I think the internals have been removed. It looks like it. This is one of Hull's cream phone boxes. They're never white. They're a cream. There is some history on like why they are cream, because we're not on the BT's network. So I did know the history. Mine's gone blank. Too busy thinking about where I want to go next, and I've forgotten that information. Great. Thanks, ADHD. Completely forgot that. Do 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 bump. Beep beep doop doop boop skippity beep doop. Down the lower end of High Street, behind Hull College, there's going to be one of Hull's new museums when it opens up. Where they're going to be docking the Arctic Corsair. It's a new maritime museum. Because there used to be shipbuilders and dry docks along here. Like for example, this is Blade's house. This is one of the shipbuilders' houses. The Blades family, prominent merchants, shipbuilders and citizens lived here close to their counting house ships. They had quays and warehouses. In the 17th and 18th centuries, Blade House, partially rebuilt in 1760, was restored by the Georgian Society for East Yorkshire in 1982. So yeah, this is... It's now owned by Hull University. But yeah, this is one of those houses which were owned by the shipbuilders where it would be so close. But this is a cobblestone, because obviously this used to go down to the river, where literally it's made to stop horse cart wheels smashing into a house. That's all that is. Protect your house. Put a massive stone there. Literally stationed right behind Hull College is the North End Shipyard, and this is where they're building a new museum. There's a new building. You can see it peeking out from behind there. This used to be the college's old union. I only went in there once when I was out of college. Yeah, I studied here, but I studied in not that building, the one in the corner, so I studied media. Yeah, this is the plans for over here. Hopefully I'm not going to get run over on High Street. Yeah, the Arctic Corsair is one of Hull's last Arctic trawlers. And as far as I'm aware, from what I've heard online, one of the maritime heritage groups is trying to block it being berthed here in order to literally... I don't know why. They're trying to stop it from being berthed. You can see through the mesh, through dock, through dry dock inside. I think that's going to be the visitor centre here, unless they're making this into it. I can't remember what this used to be. There is a blue plaque, but it's an old one. That's the old dock offices, fair enough. Built 1820 for the Hull Dock Company next to the Lockpit of Queen's Dock. The old dock offices became adequate for the expanding port in 1871. New offices opened on the western end of the dock. Ah, okay, so yeah. The dock used to come from Queen's Gardens straight through here and out this. I believe this is literally where the exit used to be, if I remember rightly. Not entirely sure. I'm not a historian. I don't play one on TV. I'm just going off my own local knowledge of living here for 40 years of my life. I'm not really leaving. And I'm not even into fishing. I never worked on the trawlers. Obviously, by the time I was at that age, the industry was pretty much done. Oh, maybe this was the exit. Maybe this one was the exit. Yeah, maybe this dock was the exit to down there. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Okay, we're now on High Street. Hopefully, your microphone's coping with the head-on wind. We're currently approaching the house of William Wilberforce, one of the pioneers of the ending of the slave trade. And there are a bunch of events going on down here for a Roman Day, a Roman weekend. Yeah, all these that used to go down to the river. All these old snaifs. But what I do know about down here is literally a case of filming locations. I wonder if I can actually go into Wilberforce House and film. Let me ask. Okay, so wasn't allowed to film in there. Fair enough. Fine. Copyright, etc., etc. Always ask permission if you want to film inside somewhere. With Hull Museums, you need these forms, the filming agreements, one for each site. So that's Wilberforce, Street Life, and what used to be called Hull and East Riding Museums. Now it's the Archaeological Museum. So you need one of those for each one. So I'll get those filled in, sent in. I've left my email address and contact information. With Street Life, because that's the main one I wouldn't mind filming, because I've been in that museum so many times over the years. I'm also going to ask for permission for the Deep as well. So yeah, that's pretty much why there's no footage on there. Also, I haven't filmed on High Street today because there's a whole bunch of kids running around excited with swords. Fake plastic ones, obviously. So yeah, we're going to go into go grab a drink, and then we'll go. We could do a cold one, and then we'll go off and do stuff. As I'm testing this microphone out, I've moved it on the inside of my t-shirt now, so hopefully we can avoid the wind a bit better. So I left the thicker wind muffs at home. So yeah, let's head off. Another thing I will say when you want to come film stuff like that is learn. If you're new to doing this and you're just turning up trying to vlog on your brand new DJI Osmo Pocket 3, is, well, avoid that rain, or if you just want to vlog on your phone, is to literally just learn how to blur people's faces out and track them. You probably need to blur out faces and objects. So I highly recommend learning how to do those. I'm not going to teach you. You don't do your own work. It's going to be, there's plenty of videos out there. It protects them, it protects you, and it stops other vloggers being seen as complete and utter dickheads because you just turned up thinking you've got the right to film there, and you don't. Like right now, I'm filming in public. I know my right is to film public here. I hope to God this microphone's doing well in this head-on wind. Woo! Because look how high the damn tide is. Woo-hoo. Yeah, the Arctic Corsair I was on about used to be docked just up there, just behind Scale Lane Bridge. Apparently this whole side of the river has now got permission to be redeveloped finally, after God knows how many years of development hell. Ooh! Old Mars Attacks sticker. It's a thing that's Mars Attacks. I hope that's Mars Attacks. I like Mars Attacks. The seagulls are angry. They look for a sacrifice. Hitchcock would be proud. Ring. Not fond of that cloud I'm walking towards. At all. Not in the slightest. I can literally see the rainfall in that horizon, of that line of the clouds there. I can literally see the rain falling. Oh boy. The seagulls are proper off on one today. Alright, speaking of old skate spots, this used to be one. Well, the section with the wood used to be one. Used to be a big, well, chunk of wood, like a log, a square log, which we use as a grind box. And oh my God almighty. I just hope I'm not stuck under here when this rain hits. Because that looks like it's going to be quite... I have a brolly on me, but it's too windy for the brolly. Maybe I should start thinking about heading back. Maybe. This used to be a sniff as well. Used to run down to the river, etc., etc. Yeah. I need to go and get somewhere sheltered. I won't be able to film probably in somewhere with that. I don't know if vloggers get away. Do people just not challenge other vloggers when they just turn up places and film? Apparently the museums do. It's no reason why I asked. Was the last vlog I did for Street Life Museum, I did do the dick thing and just turn up and just start filming in there. I think I asked at the door actually if it was okay. I think they said yes, which before. It's like 10 years ago. I'll put a video in the description. But yeah, this is all just me just trying to escape the wind and the rain now. I'm walking more towards it. Because I think it's literally surrounding the city right now. No, honestly. Oh yeah, this weather's bad. Those seagulls. Starting to sound like a Brid. Oh, Bridlington. It's gonna be it. Woo wee! You can't see the tide, the ripples in the river. So you get a better view of it. But otherwise, this microphone should be able to do well in this weather. In the wind, not the rain, obviously. The gimbal is having a spot of bother. That's what I meant about the rain. That's over in Barton. That is getting... Oh, it's over there as well, I think. Immingham. Immingham Grimsby way on. Oh, isn't that lovely view now ruined by my hand of the deep? Hey up, someone's lost a balloon. It's in a balloon or a ball. Either way, it's in the river now. Yeah, this is literally the mouth of the River Hull, where it meets the River Humber. It's like that wall. Well, there's some water in there. Didn't actually know that. There is a middle child screenwriters event going on down there. Local theatre group. Actually one of the best local theatre groups, in all honesty, in my opinion. Woo-wee! Yeah, they didn't fix this up. But they did put this wall in. You can tell still that water is. That is fully sealed off. I'm going to do the smart thing, take my hat off. Whew. I do have a jacket in my bag, but it's my denim jacket. This isn't going to be all that weather absorbent, in all honesty. But that's a picture and a half. Might use that for a future thumbnail if I'm wearing this t-shirt at the same time. If I do get to go film in the deep. I don't trust this phone's low light capability and all, honestly. Oh my god. Oh boy. I was just wondering to myself, why have I even tried coming this way? And I'm just realising I need to go Murdoch's Connection to get back where I need to be into the city centre. So my brain's got to just do one big loop. For some reason I've decided to come by the Hoshwash and just get blown to bits by the wind. That's the wind blowing this gimbal, not me. Literally the wind blowing that, not me at all. Come on. Let's focus on me. That's what I want. God. The docks are just shrouded in shadow right now. Look at that. All along here. Our docks, fine and dandy. On that side of the river, you can see it. Oh, you probably can't see it on camera. I can see it with my eye. Oh, it's just coming this way, and just the skyline is vanishing over there. Okay, I think I'm in the vlog here because quite literally that wind is appalling. Oh, it's not the wind, it's the weather that's coming so over. This gimbal is having so much trouble fighting this wind. And yeah, this walk is mainly to test the DJI Mic Mini out. And I think I've done it. I think I've literally tested out enough in this wind. It's literally here underneath right now. I've had it on both sides of my t-shirt. Oh, here comes the wind as well. The wind. The rain. So, I think I'm going to end this vlog. Get this working properly. Go end this vlog, go get some shelter, go grab a drink. So thanks all so much for watching. Sorry it's just been a long rambling thing. Hopefully you've learnt something about wanting to film whole museums and stuff. I might go and I'll film the forms tonight. It's actually during the stream actually. You guys can film out with us on the stream with me. Yeah, it's starting to rain. I'm gonna go get my gimbal and phone under protection. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, like, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodaloo. I got here in time. Oh boy.